Yeah. Gotta hear my music. There we go. What's another season 6 premiere ground floor where we can agree to disagree, still be family. That's the theme song. What up, though? For my second album, JLE World. I'm host JLE. We got brother Rome in the house. He got the glasses for today.
What up, though, good people? Let's get it, bro.
Philosophical heat. So today we're gonna talk about crashing out. Because there's been stories going on. I've been seeing them, you've been seeing them. I read one in Southfield, 10 Mile, Detroit, Michigan, where two ladies got into it. Unfortunately, one lost their life. Like females crashing out and shooting at each other. What the world going on?
So what's the backdrop? What was the story that you read or seen?
It didn't say what caused them two to have disagreement to where they started shooting. The one's injured, one dead. And it's been a trend lately on the weekends in Detroit area. Metro News, whatever you see on social media, past midnight, man, something going wrong. You're like, what the world? What's really going on? And like you got the situation over there in Minnesota we had spoke on before doing the show. The young lady lost her life, unfortunately, protesting. Everybody have a different point of view. From the video, it showed she was blocking traffic. The cops, the federal agents surrounded the car. Her wife was recording. She tried to speed off. And from the cop that shot her angle, he was in front of her and he kind of got out the way and he led him shooting her, I guess, fearing that, okay, she tried to run him over or something. The National Guard had been called in and just a lot of crashing out, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much, man. I think people don't realize some companies do it, and it may be covered sometimes through your insurance or through the company. But I think if you know that you got a hint of anger management, I mean not anger management, but a hint of anger, you might want to take the anger management classes because they're not as expensive as you would think that they are. So it's one of those things where 30 seconds of emotions can lead you to a lifetime of hell.
Man.
30 seconds you can't get back. All it takes is you pulling the trigger for, what I'm saying, for the wrong reasons. I get it. Somebody breaking your house. If you believe in guns, you have a right to do what you got to do to protect you and your family or you and yourself. But when it comes to road rage, when it comes to crashing out at the airport, it's like
man, they got cops who are at the airport.
Yeah, I mean you got people crashing out now, man, over the wildest things at the airport, and it's like you do know they're gonna put you on banned for life. You can't fly none of the airlines at that point once you start having troubles at the airport, and it's one of those things where there's times to have valid crash out. Somebody's trying to do something to your kids, somebody's trying to do something, to your family member. You could do certain things, but it's other times where you gotta have situational awareness. As far as the young lady being killed, I always tell everybody, sometimes you gotta learn to operate like how our military is trained. They're trained to where they can't shoot at you unless you shoot at them. When they out there in the field and things like that, they just can't go rogue and just start shooting for no reason. They're not supposed to, go out there and go rogue and start doing that. So it's one of those things where, yes, I can see that being a threat. You feeling like you getting ran over, but you can shoot out the tires, make the tires flat. She can't go too far if you do that. It's one of those type of things like that where I don't feel like it was that level of a threat to where it caused for somebody to lose their life in that matter. You know, the young lady was shot in her head.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You know, that's intentional. You know, I don't know how many hours they have to do per week or per month, but trust me, them dudes going to the gun range a lot more than the average bear. And with that being said, your accuracy is going to be a lot better than somebody else, you know. And for my man to do headshots, I just hope once everything is investigated that he's reprimanded the way he should be. You know, I always tell everybody, I don't care if you have a badge, if you protecting the country, we all still got to go out here and have a heart at the end of the day. You know, people out there protesting, whether you agree with their protesting about or not, it's a way to go about things. And if you're going to be bothered by protest and all these other things, might want to choose a different profession.
Yeah, I know the sheriff in Florida, he said last year, you had a right to protest peacefully, but once you cross that line, you gonna fuck around and find out. I'm like, oh, this dude, he ain't playing. And at that time, you started seeing a lot of stuff from protesters antagonizing ICE or other federal agents. Like, we're not tolerating that here in Florida. And, you know, people shouldn't have been celebrating her getting shot. I mean, she's still a person, got a family. You know, I've seen some people talk about her where if you went there to agitate and cause a problem, something could happen, unfortunately, because you can't control them variables once you move out of just being peaceful and you there too, you blocking the road with your car. That shouldn't cost you your life, but clearly you there to do more than just peacefully protest, unfortunately. But it's going to have them come at you aggressively to get your car out the way. And I'm like, I mean, we keep it real here. You protesting them sending people back to their country who came here illegally. That kind of sounds like an oxymoron. And some of these people have been here for years and never tried to become a citizen. Getting food stamps, jobs, all type of government benefits where people that work here, you got to show all type of documentation to prove you need to get the help. I had to prove I was laid off to get food stamps. And I'm like, but I'm reading all these stories. You got someone here, not American citizen, they getting $4,000, and you still question, like, you sure you're the only one in the house? I'm like, what the hell? I've been working for over 30 damn years. I've been paying into this for FICA, for what I was told. If you get down, you good. And you like, sure, Jeff, you sure you just there by yourself? You know, you ain't got nobody in the corner. Like, damn.
They taking you with a fine-tooth comb. You know, you brought up a good point. No matter what side of the fence people are on, just look at it like this: we are in North America, and we can't just cross into Canada without
Hell no. It'll be a problem. You try to walk across that bridge, say, I'm about to go check out Wheels In. It's gonna be a problem for you.
Yes, and so you know, when you look at it,
I'm going in. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, you know, it's a lot deeper than just the surface. And every country has rules, regulations, laws, and bylaws. Mm-hmm. And we have allowed as a nation for this to get out of hand. You know, this goes back into the late 70s, early 80s with the Cuba situation when they started coming over and all the different things. Over the years, you know, you start looking at that Fast forward to 2020s, I mean, you can only imagine how many people have escaped to come over here. And I get it. You know, when you really look at some of these third world countries, I've had customers of mine that's Masons that told me in their countries, whether it's Honduras, Mexico, you know, Venezuela, all these places like that. Some of these places is getting paid $5 a day. Some of them are getting paid $5 for the week. So you can only imagine when you are a man and you got to provide for a family. At some point, I get it. You gonna go out there and say, "Hey, I risk getting deported so that I can send money back to my family and do what I need to do." But I always tell everybody it's a like the little kids say 6'7". It's a balance to that. If I'm somewhere illegally, at some point I got to be sending the money to where I can do it the right way. How much is a work visa to come here? How much is it for, you know, all of the different things so that I can come here the right way? Because once America deports you, you get on that you know, ban list for however many years they put it out there. Some people for life.
And let's talk about Venezuela. Because I know that I sent you that picture they got of President Trump face over Suge Knight. Like he the new death row, how he run the country. That's hilarious. But in all seriousness, Maduro and his wife, he took power. He wasn't elected. And for the last 20 years, he's been a menace to his people. Because all the Venezuelan people who've been commenting online, like, my parents spoke out, they were murdered in front of me, or people I know were thrown in jail. He's been a real menace. President Obama tried to talk with him. President Biden tried to talk with him. Maybe even President George W. tried to talk with him. I don't agree with everything President Trump do, but he the only one that's like, you're going to fuck around and find out. And he started talking shit about Trump. Like, oh, you know we coming. And it's the bad part. He knew they were coming to get him with a federal warrant with FBI, CIA, all of them. A 1989 legal brief when they went and got Noriega is the legal room he used to go over there with the FBI with the warrant to get him. None of our people was harmed. They did harm to people trying to protect him, but he went over there, got this man, put him on our aircraft carrier, bring him back to New York. And them people were celebrating like it was a 4th of July, New Year's Eve type hookup. Like, dang. So this dude been this horrible for these many years, and he the only president that actually said, all right, get that boy up off that seat. Let's be done with that. Because there's been a lot of Venezuelan people who have come here to get away from that. That I didn't know was over here like that. So now a lot of them talking like they can go back home. Like, dog, how will we? And like you said, we've got so lax with our borders where we just let everybody come over here and it's cool. When we know you cannot get on any plane in America and go anywhere and just walk past the people in the airport. Say, I'm about to go check out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They might throw you in the jails over there, but they don't treat you nice like they do here. You don't get 3 hots in the cot. It's like some Game of Thrones type stuff they got for you. So why do you feel it's cool to just come to America like it's your right to just walk up in our house like that? And I find a lot of liberals, I'm looking at them like, there's a thing called balance. How you mad he taking people out of here? He's the first president that is keeping his promises because he's a billionaire. No one is pulling his strings. And if you didn't watch CNN, MSNBC, and all them, you watch other news outlets where he would talk, and the people kept saying, "Get all these people out of here. Deal with this. Deal with that." He's been doing that. He's done some other stuff you might not agree with, but most of what the people said they wanted, he's been doing. You might not like how he doing it, but he's been checking off that list. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you touched on some good points, and I always tell people, no matter who you voted for, because some people vote for themselves every time, some people vote for Mickey Mouse,
That's crazy.
Avenger characters, and all of this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you really voted, you voted Democrat, you voted Republican, or you voted Independent. And I always tell people the way I look at elections is what happens when your candidate doesn't win. You know what I'm saying? And you see it all the time. Once it shifts to the other side, whether it's a Democrat going to Republican, the other side's pissed off. You go from Republican to Democrat again, they pissed off. So it's kind of like at a certain point, you have to look at it like you would anything else with sports. Your team may not win every time. You want them to win that chip, but they may not win. It may be a good game, but you over there salty at the end while they over there raising that trophy and everything like that. So my thing is, as a nation, I think people got to start doing more self-reflection, and you got to start doing more research. Because a lot of times people protesting, they don't even know what they're protesting about.
Nope.
A lot of times people out there protest. That's why I tell people all the time, man, as many of these police killings and things like that's happened, I always say my condolences to the family, keep the families in prayer, because if you go back and look at majority of those cases, the Zimmerman thing as well, they lose in court through the trial with the jury. But when you go back and do the civil lawsuit, there was money given. So you know that you was guilty in the wrongful death, in the death situation, but you didn't want this person to do time for whatever, whether it was an officer, whether it was a regular person living in a subdivision. So my thing is, I feel like, we at a point right now where our police officers protected and serve, we have to go in there and restructure the training. You can't have people working in major cities like Detroit, Atlanta, LA, Miami, New York, and you're fearful of the people that you're supposed to be serving and protecting. It doesn't benefit you to go somewhere if you go have a fear. You couldn't pay me enough money to go into no gorilla or lion exhibit. That's just not something I'm going to do. So my thing is, if that's how you're looking at people, just walk away from it. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, if you can't accept that badge that saying that you're going to protect the people, man, walk away from it, man, because I've literally seen, I was in New Orleans one time, and it was 3 officers, and I forget what happened on the other end down there, but whatever happened on Bourbon Street, the officers took off running. You got the officers on the horses, and you could see one officer, dude like 6'3", real frail, dude was spooked. Too many of us basically down there. This dude looking spooked, like he ready. I remember standing right next to him, and I was like, "Hey, man, this might not be for you, bro. This ain't for you. The way you looking, you ain't know what to do." Dude was looking like, "Do I grab my gun? And I'm looking like, if you scary, you can't be no officer, man. I'm sorry. No. You can't be trigger happy on every single situation, because a lot of times people just upset at whatever happened. When you go into a domestic violence situation, the dude or the female or both, they're not gonna be in there like, "Hey, Mr. Officer, how you doing today?" that ain't what they gonna be on. They gonna be on 3,000, like we talking about crashing out. They gonna be on that crash out mode. And the de-escalation training has to be better, because your first response shouldn't be gun, gun, gun. You know, they should find a way to either use their baton, the taser, things like that before, you know. And I think they need to go start doing pulling the books, start seeing what officers have, you know, complaints about how they handle situations. Because, you know, we talked about it on here, man. You could talk about how many times you've been pulled over and things could have went left. I could talk about how many times I've been pulled over and things could have went left, because the officers assume just because you're a young black male, you on some BS every time. And that's not the case. And, you can't be judging people by the car that they have, because at the end of the day, you like what you like. You know what I'm saying? And you will see people, you know, get pulled over for no reason. They pull us over for, oh, your tint too dark. Okay. But you just told me I ran the stop sign. What the hell are we talking about the tint for? Which one is it? Like, yeah. But they trying to get you to, it's trying to incite the black man, because we're supposed to be rowdy. We're supposed to be angry. We're supposed to have all of this animosity. But I always tell everybody, don't fall for the bait. That's why when you pull me over, I get pulled over, I'm going to where everybody's at, bro. I'm going to where every single person that you could think of is at. Because no, you won't be able to say, oh, he did this, oh, he did that. Because the first thing I'm asking is, hey, sir, how you doing? You know, young or old, how may I help you? Yeah. Well, you know why I pulled you over? Absolutely not. I ain't admitting to nothing. I don't know what the hell you pulled me over for.
Last time I got pulled over in 2009. I stayed in Farmington Hills, nice suburb of Detroit. And I paid a ticket, but I didn't know they sent another $99 fee out. And because I didn't know that sent out a bench warrant. So I hung out with a homegirl that's when Star Trek came out. I was out counseling her about the situation. I'm driving home, dude pulled me over, like, okay. And this white cap was cool. You're like, what's going on, man? Like, you know you got one for your arrest? Like, man, what you talking about, Willis? I don't do that. You're like, yeah, it's a ticket. Like, I paid the ticket. Like, it was another $99 fee on it. Like, what the hell?
So basically you got like a charge, a late charge.
Yeah. And because I didn't know that, he like, well, I don't really want to arrest you because I see your stuff clear. I'm like, well, if you cool with it, you can follow me to an ATM that wasn't that far, and I can go to your police station because right down the street from my apartment, and I can pay it. Okay, cool. His sergeant come around, older white guy, on that all young black male fit the description type stuff. So this dude kind of looking at him like, why he in handcuffs? One no, hello, sir, you know this. He just like, oh, this, why he in handcuffs then? Well, you know, we worked out a deal like, no. Basically, he's a criminal. Get to it. That's not real ass. Oh, he got to be in charge because, oh boy, it was cool on what we had arranged. So like, I'm sorry, man. Like, okay, I get it. Put me in handcuffs, put me on the side of the curb. This other cop, and this when I was boiling. Ransacked my damn car. I'm like, you ain't even having no search warrant to look through my car. You ain't gonna find nothing. I'm a fucking nerd. Idiot. Pound my car. Take me down here to the station, fingerprint me. And I could have snapped that dude neck, though, how angry I was. Like, wow. The other dude, cool, but because you think I'm a typical Negro, I'm just dirt trash to you. And I heard a voice, gotta be the Lord, like, Jeff, just telling me thank you for service. I went in, though. I'm like, man, fuck him. I like to take his ass out right now, how angry I am, because he's treated me like a criminal. He don't even know me. You look at my record, you will not see Jeffrey Edwards ever been in anybody fucking jail, and that's how you treat me. I'm like, okay. I just kept hearing like, Jeff, just tell him you appreciate the service. I tell this guy that his whole thing changed. Like, wow. Well, thank you, man. You know, You're different from all the young black males I've encountered there. They're all dang. Now he on some cool shit. I'm like, you mother. After you put me through the goddamn system, well, this what you do, man. Go down here to the court tomorrow. Yo, stuff is down here. It's gonna maybe like $100 something like. Now I gotta call one relatives. I probably gotta hear they bullshit. They gonna ask like, well, why you on? Like, man, just take me to get my car now. I got the money for all this. Find out all the tickets I paid, all of them had another fine. So my license is suspended in Detroit, Southfield, somewhere. So I gotta go downtown to the county building, pay all this. I'm just like, man, I paid all. I didn't see this in the mail. Oh, we didn't send it to you. Like, somebody thinking I'm good and I'm riding dirty because y'all messed up. So got all the money together, wind up being about $2,000. Like, well, smart move would be to get a lawyer because he know these people. You watch Night Court coming up, he can vouch for you. Because if this clown looked at you like you're a typical Negro, you know that damn white judge going to do it. And sure enough, they asked him like, well, what you think about this? Like, no, he's going to college. He's a good dude. Nothing in his record. Wind up paying $400 for that. That equaled out to $2,000. But that whole process, like, man, they could like, because he said, well, you know, I could lock you up, right? I'm like, for something that I didn't know, because I didn't get the memo. I paid all this stuff.
So look, tell me this, man. With all that being said, let's switch gears. And since we talked about crashing out, what name a time that you personally crashed out, and what was it about?
Crashed out? Ooh. All right. You know, my journey is to be totally transparent. I was with Shreddy Doo-Wop. You know, 411, you know what that is. And her mom was doing a catering somewhere, so I was helping them out. Like, okay. And we doing our thing, serving food to the people, whatever. And this cat was in old girl face. I'm sitting here like, okay. Well, your older brother taught you 5 ways to really deal with someone quickly. Well, we're gonna be chill, see us play. Because mom start coming like, Jeff, you seeing this? I'm people like, mom got games. Like, what's wrong with her? I'm like, I'm gonna let this play out. Because in my mind, I'd be wrong if I throw her ass to a wall and snap his neck. But that ain't the game. You check her. Because he's not doing nothing. He ain't trying to rape, violate nothing. She letting this dude be all in her face. Okay, we're going to be cool. Like, she come back around like, so you cool with how you moving right now? Well, what you talking about? Like, oh, you know what the fuck I'm talking about? You in your face all this damn time. For real? You must think I'm with a lump. I mean, I know my dad was a pastor. I'm a nerd. You don't understand. There's 2 personalities that live within me. Jeff that will save the world and the one that will burn this bitch to the ground. And that dude like, Jeff, you let me out the cage tonight, dog? Because this is beyond disrespectful. It's in your face, bro. You know what, dog? Like, Lethal Weapon, we ain't cops tonight. You run it's your show. You deal with it. So I'm like, okay. She didn't get the hint. Then her mom checked her like, what you doing? You trying to cause a problem? So now, after mom got on her head about it, then it was like, okay, I'm trying to, get away from me, this and that. And I'm sitting like, nah, you on the motherfucker play, let's play. Let him keep talking to you. You been smiling, keep getting that Negro face all the damn time, motherfucker. My name Jeff Monell. My daddy was a pimp before he was a pastor. You don't fucking know me. You think I'm a nerd? Pac is my dude. I will crash the fuck out and not give a fuck. Hey, 10 days, Your Honor, the way I acted, I think I need 60 days because I earned every day, dog. You see the footage, you're like, Jeff, for real? Like, oh, yeah. Burn it to the ground, dog. You're going to respect me. So, we leaving out. Now dude is doing too much. Okay, now I gotta be the dude in the situation. So I'm like, dude, we trying to leave. You need to back up, dude. Oh, what you talking about, man? What I'm talking about, you need to get the fuck out of my face. That's what I'm talking about. Then her brother, he like, if we got a problem, Jay, like, nah, this ain't not this light. Because I'm already sizing up where I'm going to deal with him at. Like, okay, well, if I hit him in the temple, you might kill him. Nah, I hit him in the stomach. So I want to punish his ass for a minute, just for the fact. She did tell you that, oh boy, you need to leave you alone. You still jib gabbing like, oh, that's Shirley the chubby dude. He ain't nobody. Okay. I show you better not tell you. So when her brother came over, then he started backing down like, oh, and I was in his face like, and Lord know his child. I'm praying, Lord, please let this Negro touch me. Self-defense, I could damn near murder him, and I'm not going to jail. He touched me first, Your Honor. I'm in my man, please just let him headbutt me. Just something so I could beat his fucking ass. He gonna understand the pain I'm feeling right now. And he didn't do it. I was more mad he did. I'm like, damn, he didn't touch
me. So you ready to throw hands?
I was putting him in hospital, dog.
Dang.
I was stop until I know he gonna be there for about 6 months. The disrespect you showing me right now.
No,
and all the pain and anger. So I'm like, dang, I'm more man. Like, dang, if dad did this, what would dad say in this situation? Like, and he ain't here. So I'm really mad. Like, I'm gonna take all that anger on this dude. Just let him touch me. So we get in the car. I see in her car, her mom gave her the business. And then she get in the car like, my mom just cussed me out. Like, she should have cussed your stupid ass out. What? You heard the fuck I said? We dealing with each other, right? If I did that, you might want to crash out. So you gonna let the dude keep talking to your face? Well, I like stop talking. Stop talking, because right now I see nothing. You ain't trying to be on some grown, sexy accountability. You're on that bullshit right now. And I'm heated. I can't beat his ass up. I ain't gonna hit you. I ain't got no female around who I can say, man, just throw her against the wall for me, please. So let me drop you off and go home. Take them home, put all the stuff up. Her mom apologized, like, Jeff, I can't, man. I'm like, sadly that you understand, but your daughter on this bullshit. We cool. I got some Jack at the crib. I got some pot. I'm gonna calm down. And I'm calming down. Shit, I think I had a blunt at the crib too. I think I smoked that. Like, yeah, let's do our normal, calm down. Let's just pot, chill out. About 2 hours later, motherfucker called me. I know this girl ain't calling me right now. She got to be kidding me. Don't answer the phone, Jeff. Nope. Right now, you ain't put the other personality back in the cage to watch cartoons 24 hours. And all I'm hearing, like, Jeff, you said I got free reign. We ain't Mr. Good Guy tonight. Like, you know what? We not. If she called back, you answer the phone, bro. She called back, like, all right, hey. I go watch cartoon. I'm watch Thundercats. You talk to her. I cussed her ass out. I can't believe you upset. Like, okay, so I would make sure to go swear with you and find the baddest woman in the room, be all in her face the whole night. We'll see how quick your little pistol of a high-headed self get cool about it. I wasn't doing all that. Like, see, you still, now you're pissing me off because you don't want to be real and acknowledge you was disrespectful as hell. I'm there helping you and your people out. And instead of you like, I'm here with old boy, me and him dealing with each other, thanks but no thanks. You ain't doing no stiff arm like the Heisman. You laughing and giggling. That's telling I'm a dude like, oh, you might hit the Steph Curry shot tonight, baby. What's happening? Nah, dog. I'm a grown ass man. Who you talking to? I ain't them other dudes. I don't know who you deal with. I don't get down like that. So hey, I'll talk to you later. Hung up on her.
But I call that a relationship crash out. To me, that was a valid crash out as a man, because as a man, I know each man in this world, no matter what your nationality or race is, men have jealousies. And I always say, you got to know the difference between jealousy and then disrespect. In that moment, for what you're telling, that was a disrespectful moment. It had nothing to do with jealousy. It was just disrespect. That's crazy, man. I know that was many, many moons ago. My valid crash out was I can't recall if I ever said it on here, but I'm in sales. I'm driving around, phone ring, like okay. So my wife called. She's pregnant with my daughter. So this would have been 2011.
Okay.
And so she's boohoo crying. And I'm thinking somebody died. I'm on the phone. You know, you got that serious face where you just drive down the road. So I'm like, let me pull over. So I pulled into a Target parking lot. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, what happened? She said, hey, I just got off the phone with the company that's doing our windows. And because we was getting the windows replaced in the house.
Okay.
And she said, I just got off the phone with the manager, and they're telling me that they're not going to honor the price that they gave us. And we won't be able to do the 12 months 0% financing. And I said, wait a minute. I said, who told you this? And then she gave me the guy's name. So I said, I'll call you back here in a minute. So I had to cool off because at that point I was everything that crossed my mind, I was gonna end up on first 48. So I was like, I can't be on this right now, you know. So I called up there and the young lady answered the phone. So the young lady answered the phone and I said, hey, is Mike there? And she says, oh no, he's out the office right this moment. He went to lunch. And I said, well, I have a serious problem. And I laid it out to her what was going on. I said, when I sat down with the rep, this is the pricing we agreed to. This is the, the 12%. We gave them the coupon we got from that booklet that came in the mail. This is what we agreed to. This is what we signed off on, everything like that. So she said, okay, I'm gonna write all this down. And she said, do you have a, because I always, when I do a big purchase like that, I always keep a copy of what I signed. So that way nobody can come back and say, hey, we never received that. Oh, yes, the hell you did. so the young lady said, she called me back in like 15 minutes. And she said, hey, Mr. Griffith, I want you to bring over the coupon that you're talking about with the 12 months 0% financing, because I don't have that here. I said, okay. I said, give me the address. Went over there like 45 minutes later. I get there, but when I called her back, I told her, I said, hey, all I can say to you is if Mike is there, I'm gonna have some choice words with him, and you might want to call the police. Because either he gonna be up out of here, I'm gonna be up out of here, but one of us ain't gonna make it. It's just gonna be that simple, And so when I got there, Buddy didn't show up, because I was basically telling her, I said, hey, you don't never disrespect a man's wife, his kids, anybody in his family, and talk crazy to somebody like that. I said, this dude talking crazy to my wife, and you know how women get when they get pregnant. Any little thing can make them, cry. It could be a commercial. Like, what the hell are you crying for? Like, oh, that happened. I'm like, so for you to talk to her crazy, I said, Buddy better watch he better watch what he's doing out here. I said, 'cause he got the right one. And so when I took the paper, I only dealt with old girl. Everything was resolved, but I was prepared to go. That was one day where y'all see me on first 48, because I always say, if you're gonna go out, go out. I ain't about to be on no damn local news. You're gonna be on the damn the national news when y'all see what I'm doing.
Now, first crash out that almost happened was back in 2000 when my sister's daughter was born. That's when I was still doing engineering. Had an engineering English class. And I get the phone call. Jeff, sister been in an accident. Like, okay, her and the baby okay. And okay, but it was a dude there told me he wanted to fight. I'm like, excuse me? He said, what? Yeah, he said that. I'm like, oh, okay, so we ain't preaching kids tonight. Like, nope. All right. I'm come get you. Like, all right, I'll be over here by this building. So I told people, like, y'all might not see me next week. Like, well, Jeff, what? Like, we just laughing and joking. You like, this dude, still got active with this dude. She pregnant. He talking about trying to fight her. If he at the hospital, he ain't gonna make it. It's a wrap. He a done deal. And we get there, and we looking for the dude. Like, hey, accident, gotta be someone like you banged up. And we get to the room. Okay, we see her, her mom, see her brother-in-law. Like, okay, everything cool. And like, man, y'all all right? Like, nah. We both like, where the motherfucker at who's talking shit? So I can put him in the ICU for real right now. Like, no, y'all be cool. Like, nah, where he at? He talking all that to a pregnant woman. Talk that to some brothers. And we later found out he was there, but he got word her brothers was on the way and they moved him somewhere else. He wasn't gonna make it. I came back to school like, well, you didn't kill him. Like, nah, we found out they moved him somewhere because we was looking for him. And I just like, it was a done deal. You caused the accident and you threatened a pregnant woman and she my sister. You already forfeited your life, bro. You a piece of garbage. You ain't worth breathing. You'll know if heaven hell real. Make sure you get there. It's a wrap.
Yeah, no, that like I said, I call that valid crash out moments. You gotta protect what's yours, man. And you don't talk crazy. You don't talk crazy to people, moms, sisters, wives, daughters. It's just crazy, man, because you got to look at it like that, man. Like I done been, in some accidents where it's the other person's fault, and it's no need to talk crazy to the female just because at the end of the day she a female. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I look like, threatening her in the midst of all of that and everything. All I'm focused on at that point is just getting your information. You had insurance, get with the police, do the report. But I get it, man. Some people they real vested into their vehicles, so they get caught up in that, man. But I try not to be caught up into vehicles like that, man. It's one of those things where I always say any accident you can get up and walk away from, you know what I'm saying, you're doing good.
Man, I remember when me, my wife at the time, my mom were going to church, and a dude ran the stop sign on Mendota. We on Keeler, and it was like the flash where I see this dude ain't stopping. I had maybe a split moment or two to brace her in the seat, control the steering wheel, and hit the brake. And I guess when you're a protector for your people, I had her pinned in the seat where she could not move. The way they talk. Like, you take yours, Jeff, at all costs. I got it. Now, my neighbor and them, they heard the crash, so they coming outside. I'm getting out like, okay, everybody okay. My mom had hit her head against my back of my seat. To his credit, he was trying to, oh my God, y'all okay? But I'm sitting here like, man, I'm trying to go to church. Why are you speeding through a stop sign? Then I had to catch my mom because she started fainting. Like, okay, now we got to get her a CAT scan, make sure she ain't got concussion. And I'm just getting upset. Cops pull up. Before I know, I'm ready to go kill this dude. And my boy Don, I just heard like, Jeff, Homer wouldn't want that. Let's stand back to reality. So I'm like, I mean, this dude was doing 100 E's like the Bugs Bunny and Turtle cartoon. Like, dude, who's doing this at 9 o'clock on Sunday?
Yeah, so basically you had a blackout moment at that point. You blacked out.
And the cops had him like, dude, like, I didn't care who was there, like, dude. And I was almost paid off the Dion. That had me more, man. Like, dude, I almost paid the damn car off. Jeff, you need to hurt this guy. It's justified. Everybody wanted to be okay. Oddly, the car did still start. I was able to back it up, park in front of my mom's house. But I had full coverage, so we got another vehicle. And he had warrant, suspended license. I'm like, where were you going? Knowing you riding dirty as hell. Just floating through stop signs.
Yeah. Come on, that's the number one way to bring attention to yourself. You know, you out here riding bogus and speeding. That's definitely.
I'm glad you got them little bumps they put everywhere and make people slow down.
Oh yeah, the speed bumps.
You know, the main street over here, sometimes they just floating like it's not a 50-mile speed limit on the street. Why y'all just going through stop signs? Just man, whatever I'm out here. Like, come on, man. Come on. Some of these crash out people doing now, man, just too emotional. Like the one video you sent me about the lady had arguing with her dude on New Year's Eve. She tried to run him over near that Thomas yard. And she came the wrong way to get at the guy. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. I always say, you know, I get it. When you hurt in a relationship, you know, and make a person black out and do certain things. But my thing is, you know, when you start attempting to run somebody over, they gonna consider that attempted murder. They got videos out here nowadays, way more videos than you prepared for. And if it ain't a video on the building, if somebody broke out that camera because they peeping what's going on. So you got to treat it like the eyes is in the sky, literally, not just figuratively anymore. And you just got to, you know, try to do your best to do the right thing. Like I said, we just gave y'all a couple of examples of some moments where we get it. You gonna crash out in those type of moments. But like you just used the word sensitive, I think it's a lot of sensitive situations. Like, you know, the airport is one place. I honestly don't even know what you can do to make me really crash out because you got a confirmed ticket. That's number one. You know, now I will say I have had some crazy experiences with the TSA.
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
TSA sometimes can think that they the damn FBI or something like that. The CIA, you know. So one time, you know how like when you stand in the lines and they say, "Hey, we need some people over here." So then I went to the other line where they was directing me, and the guy that was telling everybody like, "Hey, you know, take off your shoes, do this." This dude was right in my ear. I was like, "Hey, man, can you step over there and do all that yelling, man?" My man said, "What?" I said, "Hey, dude, you don't want to do this right here. This ain't what you want to do. You don't want to get embarrassed in front of everybody right here." I said, "Dude, y'all, you not a police officer, bro." I said, you don't want to do this right here, man." I said, "Go ahead." I said, "Go ahead back over there in that desk where you was at if you smart. Because if you come back around here, it's gonna be a problem." So it's his direct report superintendent came over there and grabbed him up and whatever. I was like, "Hey, y'all better tighten these folks up." You know what I'm saying?
I had too much. Security guard at the Delta airport or terminal here. And I was working for the other company. They asked me during the week before Christmas, I want to go out there work a few days. Like, okay, how you want? You doing supervisor stuff, no big deal. I meet up with the site manager. Like, okay, cool, let's go, let's get it. And we get over here, and security dude like, oh, he can't come through. It's like, well, I'm site manager. He's gonna be supervising. Woo woo woo. No, he can't come through here with his lunch bag. I'm like, what? It's a lunch bag, dude. Like, yeah, it's his lunch. What are you talking about? Open up, show him everything. Now he can't come through here with that. He need to throw it away. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? Like, you sound, and I for Lord forgive me, I want to slap the hell out of that black dude. Like, you ignorant ass Negro. You abusing your power because I'm pretty sure we're not in the terror alert days more. I showed you what's in here. Sandwiches and some, a drink. And you tell me to throw all my stuff away because I can't even walk past you with that. Really? And I'm seeing other people walking past the bags, Jay. So I'm like, I feel like you're picking on me for some reason. I don't know what reason why. You think I'm the weakest dude.
So was it the liquid that you had in there, like the water or the juice or whatever? You think it was?
I mean, I could concede throw the water. He said, no, you got to throw all of it away.
Yeah, because you could take food. A lot of people don't know that you could take food through TSA. Like, you know, I like go to the airport and some of that stuff is overpriced. Like, especially if you're getting stuff like Coney, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? You could go to the one right outside in Romulus and take your stuff through the gate.
Yeah, he was flexing. So I'm like, he's not about to throw away his food. What's wrong with you?
All right.
She said she's calling his boss on him. So it's like, well, just go work with the regular workers for the day. I'm like, okay, I ain't come back out here again. It's craziness. Them cats was hilarious. They made my day the rest of the day. Like, oh yeah, they be tripping out here on bull crap. All right. And then that's when I learned where you park over there on the thing Lafayette, that big ass parking lot.
Oh yeah.
That'll come get you and take you over there. I'm like, oh no, I can work over here, man. It's cold as hell out here right now. And I'm in row R. He way over here on A like dog. And you gotta do it's 6 million anybody else out here. Come on down here, bro. What are you doing? I'm freezing. Well, no, I ain't come back out here. Hell no.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, you know, I tell people all the time, when you get on the plane, if you sit next to somebody with, you know, not so good hygiene, talking too loud or whatever, just hit the bell, tell the flight attendant. They usually try to switch your seats. Okay. You know, because they got an area where they keep open for medical emergencies. So even if you got to go all the way to the back, you know, just do what you got to do so you can keep your sanity number one and keep you cool and not get locked up.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the airport, so it's gonna be interesting when I get a chance to take that flight.
Yeah, man. It like I say, ain't nothing so much changed since the last time you probably flew. I just always tell everybody, unless you not taking any carry-ons or anything like that, man, don't be one of them last minute people, because you never know what happens at the airport till you get there. Yeah. And then you get there and then you mad at everybody else because you basically only got 10 minutes to board. That ain't nobody's problem but yours.
Yeah, I always, when I was flying a lot, I'm trying to be there 2 hours before. Like, I just chill out. At least I'm here.
Hey, 2 hours.
You ain't playing to pull up.
Everybody 2 hours everywhere else, but you come to Atlanta 3 damn hours. You better damn be ready.
Man, I never do that walking again to go get my damn luggage and get on that train. They got it there. My dumb ass.
Hey, ATL airport.
Everybody waiting over here for the little train. Like, oh, that's way over yonder to get your luggage. That's why they get on the train.
ATL airport got 7 gates.
That dude's huge, man.
Yeah, so the T gate is the one that's right there where the luggage is at. So if you ever fly in and say T, thank the Lord, because you're right there where you need to be.
Yeah, I'm like A or somewhere.
You probably was on D. D
way away from.
Yeah. So E and F is the international side. So whenever you go somewhere international, you're gonna come in on that side. Sometimes they'll send a domestic, depending on what's going on the E side. But if you're on the F side, you definitely going somewhere international.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you doing for health?
Man, health right now, man. I've been going to the gym again after the holidays. I always say you can get into that holiday funk. So just getting back to that gym, man. Eating properly. I always tell people, from my research and my personal opinion, the healthiest lifestyle diet to have is the Mediterranean diet. If you're not a vegan or vegetarian, that's a whole nother topic. But you can have fish, you can have the chicken, all the different stuff. You got some pasta, pizzas, but I think it's the healthiest lifestyle, man. So I've been doing more of that type of diet or lifestyle, if you will, and exercise.
Yeah, before I cleaned up and got ready for the show, I did my meal prep for 2 hours. Made salad, salmon and broccoli, baked chicken and broccoli.
Okay.
My sausage and eggs. Yeah. Then I had sugar-free cookies, and I found some better sugar-free cookies with the sugar-free ice cream. Way better other stuff I was messing with. And now I take my workout bands I got off Amazon to work.
Okay.
I have our lunch. My coworker and one of the employees looking like, yeah, I'm working out. I gotta get back on Black Thor. I've been slacking. I know I do like 4 workouts a day, like getting just to do this work schedule. Man, you got your workout band, you got a built bag, put that boy in there. First 30 minutes, eat your little stuff, whatever, chill out. Then last 30, get your workout in. Get it crack. Get back
so
on.
basically what you're saying right now is no excuses.
No excuses. David Goggins is my guy. I be watching his videos. I'm on my Goggins shit.
No excuses.
Stay hard. Get out there and get it. And now he was saying because where I'm at, it's a gym. Like I'm gonna go in there because I ain't trying to be sweaty. No, but I plan to just get the stuff for the crib. Had a basement with the weights and all that. But the workout bands, it's holding for now.
Yeah, I would say because it seemed like you already doing it. Start looking up calisthenic workouts and whatever. You can do that at the house too.
Yeah, because I'm looking at one corner of the basement, throw some stuff out. If I can get maybe all in one hookup, so I can do the bench pressing and all the different sides to it.
Oh yeah, they got that out there.
And maybe a elliptical or something put down there with it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And get it, man. I gotta take my picture with the whole Thor outfit on.
That'd be good, bro.
Yep. Final words before we head out.
Oh, like I said, man, we talking about crashing out. I would just say to everybody out there, male, female, man, woman, boy, girl, just take those 30 seconds to think about what you're getting ready to do. Because in those 30 seconds, this thing that you're about to do could cause you to be in a situation where you're being judged by 12 and in some cases carried by 6. So you really got to have what I call valid crash out moments and not just emotional crash out moments, because the emotional crash out moments, those situations, you just want to put yourself in timeout and cool off before you respond, whether it's your man, your woman, your wife, your fiance, husband, whatever. Take some time before you take it to that level, because folks out here pressing charges and you can lose that business that it took you so many years to get to, all over an emotional crash out. And when you go back and have that interview with somebody 6 months later, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You having it in that bargaining moment. And so with that being said, just don't put yourself in that position and have the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and focus on valid crash out moments, not just emotional.
Okay. Before I do mine, have you been thinking about it's our 30-year reunion this year? Have moments think like, dang, it's been 30 years now.
Man.
We're having that every so often now.
The reality sets in when you hit that 6 mark. Every time we hit the 10-year decade, and they go by and they got another 6 in front of them, like, wait a minute, we coming up on 30. So none of us are spring chickens, man. And the thing is, man, I look forward to whatever ends up happening that weekend as far as the events. See who I'm gonna see. Hopefully everybody's good. But I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Yeah, I know on Instagram, one of my pages where I was post a lot of music stuff. They be showing the songs of '96. Like, dang, we had some dope ass stuff that came out. we knew it was dope, but we didn't realize, like, man,
songs, the movies that was coming out back then.
For sure.
Everything, man. So yeah, what's your final words?
Think before you act. And once you do, you can't take it back. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, everybody got guns. So even the weakest dude you think is weak or weakest girl, they've been at that range. Man said, "Train, I'm surgical with this thing, Jay." You mess around and find out, like, that person did that too. Like, hey, she looked like a Christmas tree. You kept picking at him, like, leave me alone. Well, you know it. Like, dang. Like, okay. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Let's have some good stuff next week. Stay safe. And Auto Show coming up. If you're in the Detroit area, go check it out this week coming up.
Yeah, check it out and be safe down there. Be wise. Have a good night.
All right, everybody.
All right, later.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Thanks for coming. Mm-hmm.